Hello, gamers? Okay, yeah, it's working. Cool. Hello, everyone. It is time once again for Creepypasta Wednesdays. I'm gonna make this like a permanent thing of a permanent thing of my legacy. Yes, we're gonna read creepypastas every Wednesday and play some fan games if we can find them. And today, we actually are kind of following up on last week. The last fan game we had actually had a sequel, and it features Jane the Killer. And since I want to keep it up with at least 2 at a time, we have Eyeless Jack after. Now, Jane the Killer, if I remember it, a bit after Jeff the Killer, and has a very huge, what's the word? Edgy, my OC, please do not steal type vibe. There's like 2 versions of this one. More of a fan work. It was more of a self-insert. There's like 2 versions of this. There's Jane's the Killer Classic and the real story. The real story is a bit longer, but I think they'll take up. We can probably read both. So I think this other part is. Let's see. Well, this part's short, so we'll read both. They kind of overlap. I'm not sure which. This one's. I think the shorter one is the original. Let me boot up spooky music. If anyone remembers Eyeless Jack is actually pretty short. They're all kind of around the same era. Let me put this on real quick and let's see. Okay, yeah, this is pretty good. So we got another playlist. Alright. Can you hear the music or is it too low? It looks like it's alright. You can hear it? Good. Or we have to do the thematic music for our readings. Alright. We're gonna restart. Jane's letter, aka Jane the Killer. There's actually a picture here. I'll bring it up in just a sec. It says, on a hot summer night around 4:33 in the morning, as Jeff the Killer took another victim, this time a young wife, also leaving her husband with a massive skull fracture as a result of blunt force trauma. The only one to survive was the couple's 4-month-old baby that the police have discovered crying in its crib. Alongside the child, police found a letter which was written on the back of a paper grocery bag in black Sharpie marker and a Motorola droid. Oh, Jesus Christ, a Motorola droid! Faintly illuminated under the baby's blanket. Babysitter who was locked in the closet during the time claimed she smelled the lingering odor of women's cheap perfume and found body glitter on the baby's crib. But who was it from? Police were able to decipher the writing on the grocery bag, and here's what it said. Jeff, if you are reading this, know that no matter how many innocent victims you claim or how much innocent blood you shed, I'm still coming for you in the end. All of the men and women you so viciously slaughtered and disemboweled, I beat you to it. I killed them not because I hate them. I imagined those victims were you as I took their lives. It was the mere vision of you that made me kill them. I never did like you, you greasy-headed, grinning, smug, ignorant son of a bitch. My black eyes may look like I'm a void of vision, but I'm not stupid. Just remember that the night that you creep into a poor girl's bedroom, you're gonna fall head over heels down the fucking stairs with your guts caught on the broken glass in the window that I smashed you into. Tonight. Okay, I didn't make it through it. Tonight, when I reach you, evil will battle evil. Winner kills all, and the only one who will not get out alive is you. I'm coming for you. Sleep well. Signed, Jane the Killer. Jane the Killer. Well, actually, so she literally is like killing people because like yeah, they remind me of you. I don't want you to be able to kill them. I'm killing them first. Like, huh, ma'am? What are you on about? Well, wait, hold up. Let me. Like, why? Oh, that. Hold up. Where am I? Ah, I'm just a little guy. But yeah. Okay, so now we can see. This was on the Droid Motorola. This. Now you can see how they tried to do like the whole messed up eyes and like white, super extra white face. Bruh, what are those? Paramore album color? That's somehow even worse. Yeah, this is Jane the Killer, the real story, which is a bit longer. So that was the original. Apparently it got a glow up. We're gonna see the glow up. Listen, the only reason I'm going out of my way to tell you any of this is because the story Jane the Killer is starting to piss me off. Very, very self-aware. You know? My name is Jane Arkansas. Okay, why is there extra? What kind of last name is Arkansas and spelled like a saw? Like, okay. This is how I met Jeff. The reason I look the way I do and why I want to kill him. When I heard that a new family had moved in across the street, I wasn't that surprised. It was a nice neighborhood. The house was relatively cheap considering where it was. I guess I was about 13 or 14 when everything went to hell. I never really talked to Jeff when he moved in. To be frank, I never talked to him until that night. But it's too soon to talk about that now. My first impression of Jeff was that he was a good kid. Probably got nice grades, rarely got into fights, maybe even a cool guy if he opened up to someone. His brother Liu seemed like he put family first by the way he sat with his brother on the sidewalk. Of course, I was guessing at the time. I didn't really put much thought into my analysis because I was getting ready for school when I looked out the window and I was running late, which was unusual for me at that time in my life because I was hardly ever late for anything, especially school. I wasn't surprised when I saw Randy and his stooges go up to Jeff and Liu on that stupid skateboard of his. Randy was nothing but a bully. He always picked on anyone who was smaller than him. He was even the reason why my parents drove me to school instead of letting me take the bus like everyone else. Everyone had their lunch money or some kind of cash given to Randy and his goons because of some toll that he demanded from everyone. We all knew Randy's group had knives and threatened to use them on us when using on us ever told anyone about money they took from the other kids on the block. Everyone except the new kids, they were trying to intimidate like the rest of us. Oh my god, these typos. Help. Help. Ah. When I saw Randy talking to them through the window, I just looked away. It was a wussy thing to do, but I had better things to do than watch another kid hand over his money to Randy. My curiosity got the better of me and I looked up a few seconds later. What I saw left me speechless. Jeff was standing now and looked like Randy already had what he wanted. Just sit down, I thought. Don't be stupid. Then I saw Jeff punch Randy in the face and break his wrist. Oh my god, I whispered. And I yelled, "You idiot!" My parents ran down the stairs and asked what happened. Then they looked outside and saw what was going on. Jeff had already cut the skinny guy. I think his name was Keith. And he went down screaming. Troy only went down with a single punch since my house was across the street from where Jeff and his brother was sitting. With the front of the house having big windows, we saw the whole thing. Or at least I did. My parents came in after the part where Randy stole their wallet, so they didn't know the whole truth. It was disturbing watching Jeff fight. He was enjoying himself too much. I felt a knot in my stomach like something was happening that shouldn't be. From the look on Louie's face, Jeff didn't do this kind of thing often. Next thing I know, I hear sirens and the new kids bolted out of there. The cops came around with the bus driver to check on the victims. It seemed they were going to be alright. You know, considering the amount of crap kicked out of them. Since my parents' policy was no cops ever. Yo, Jane the Killer said no cat. Since my dad got framed by a narc cop. She really actually said, wait, what? Wait. When he wanted to draw attention off of himself when the police were investigating the case of the missing Coke. The who? The missing Coca-Cola? I ended with my dad quitting the force. So when we heard sirens, we went into the backyard and got into the car and left. When my parents drove me to school, they told me very clearly that they didn't want me talking to Jeff ever. I did not disagree with them. It was actually really good background music. I had art first period, so I didn't see Jeff until close to the end of school. I can still see the colors in my artwork if I think hard enough. But when I try to look at anything now, it all seems gray. Guess that's the price someone pays for losing their innocence. I didn't see Jeff until the final period of the day. When I did, he seemed off. At first, I thought he was just faking the joy so people would inspect him for the crime that he did, but he really was enjoying himself. It wasn't because he was excited to be at school, I could tell that much from him. The smile he wore looked sadistic to me. It was the smile of a madman. The second that bell rang, I bolted out those doors as fast as I could. Nobody but me knew what Jeff really was. A freak. The next day seemed to be passing without incident. Without incident at first. Then I saw the police car in front of Jeff's house. Looks like they got you, I thought. Nobody could have gotten away with something like that, you know, the neighborhood watch and everything. But I was wrong with who they arrested. Instead of coming out with Jeff like I expected they would, the police came out with Liu, his brother. I was barely forming the thought of Jeff framing his brother for the assault when he came out of the house yelling at Liu. Liu, tell him that I did it. was able to hear him this time because the front door was open to my house. I couldn't hear what Leo said in reply to Jeff's outburst, but it was definitely not what Jeff wanted to hear. A few seconds later, the police drove off with Leo, and Jeff was outside with his mother. A few minutes later, she went inside the house and left Jeff outside. Though I couldn't hear him from across the street, I could tell that he was crying. But who wouldn't be in that situation? The next day, rumors were spreading like wildfire about Leo. It took so long for the rumors to get started because everyone was afraid to talk about Randy getting his ass handed to him. When it was revealed that he wouldn't be coming back to school for a few days, everyone decided to take advantage of that fact and enjoy it as much as possible, and lots of random bullshit started popping up. I heard Leo cut off Keith's arm. Oh yeah? Well, I heard that Leo hit Troy so hard in the stomach, he ralphed up blood. Ralphed up? That's nothing. I heard he punched Randy so hard in the nose that it came out the back of his head. Etc., etc., etc. Personally, I didn't want anything to do with Jeff or his brother. He just looked so alone and upset that I had to do something. So I wrote him a note telling him that he had a friend in this place and that I was going to testify at Liu's trial about what really happened. I left the note on his desk signed with the letter J before class started, then left the room. When I came back, Jeff was at his desk and the note was gone. Saturday rolled around and I was home alone while my parents were at work. The kid next door was having a birthday party. At the time, I left my window open because I wanted a nice breeze in my room while I did my homework. But the kids were getting so loud I decided to close my window. I was about to close it when I saw Jeff playing with the kids. He was running around wearing one of those fake cowboy hats and carrying a toy gun. He looked so ridiculous I had to laugh. Maybe he isn't the monster I think he is, I thought, saying to myself, or suspecting he could have been one. As I was closing the window, I saw Randy, Keith, and Troy jump over the fence on their skateboards to where Jeff was. Not again, I said to the open window. I saw Randy and Jeff exchange small talk, but I couldn't hear what they said over the sound of the kids yelling and screaming. Then Randy rushed at Jeff and tackled him. I was about to grab the phone and dial 911 when I heard Troy and Keith shout, "No one interrupts or guts will fly." Jesus Christ. I looked out the window again and saw that they had matching guns in their hands. I couldn't have called for help then without endangering the lives of others. Couldn't have called 911 anyway. The battery in my phone was dead. What? That was very convenient. Jeff was on his side getting kicked by Randy in the face when he grabbed his foot and twisted it. Randy fell over and Jeff tried to walk back to the house when Troy grabbed him by the collar and threw him towards the house. I heard glass break and I knew they were going to kill him. "Randy, you asshat," I screamed at him, but he couldn't hear me over the sound of the kids screaming. I couldn't wait anymore, so I ran to my parents' bedroom and searched for my dad's cell phone, hoping that he forgot it at home. My heart was pounding in my chest, knowing that the longer it took for me to get help, the higher chance of someone getting killed was. I finally found the phone underneath the bed. I wasted no time punching in the numbers. 911, hello? That's not how they answer. "I need help. There's an emergency going on next door. Some guys jumped the fence and are beating up someone. They've got guns. You need to hurry, please." "Okay, miss, I need you to tell me the address and I'll send help right away." I quickly told her my address and the address of the house next door. "Please hurry," I said. "It's okay, just stay on the light." Bang, bang, bang. I heard loud gunshots come from next door. I yelped and dropped the phone. And landed on the ground and broke. Jesus, this person sucks. They have the worst luck. Then I ran to my bedroom window to try and figure out what was going on. But no sooner had I poked my head out the window, I heard the whoosh of a fire and the screaming. I'm going to make Jeff scream like that again when I find him. The only thing I can compare it to is the death cry of an animal. It was at the time for me horrifying, but now it sounds like music to me, and there's nothing I want to hear more in the world than him screaming. I saw fire spew out of the house like an angry dragon. I ran downstairs immediately and got the portable fire extinguisher from the kitchen and ran outside. I was running, I popped the pin for the extinguisher for immediate use. Luckily, the door was unlocked as I barged in, but when I saw Jeff, I completely froze. He was lying at the bottom of the stairs, almost completely on fire, with adults trying to put it out. I saw bits of his skin through all the commotion, some parts pink, some parts charred, but it was all covered in red. At the sight of this, I screamed and passed out. She's just staring at him while he's on fire, even though she has the extinguisher. Last thing I remember is some of the adults running towards me. Whether it was to help me or to get the fire extinguisher, I don't know. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed wearing one of those gowns that a patient wears. A nurse came in a few moments later. She had long brown hair and a bun hidden under her hat. She looked like she didn't want to be there. I asked her what happened. All I know is that you were brought in with a few other kids because you fell and hit your head on the fire extinguisher, she said, ignored. What a loser, bro! Kids with guns is my favorite Jeff the Killer verse trope. It's just like, why? A fire extinguisher. I reached up to my hand and touched my head. I felt bandages and a large bump the size of an orange. Then I remembered Jeff. Did you really forget Jeff for a moment? What? One of the guys that came in here with me, the one with the burns, is he going to be alright? She sighed. Listen, there were two boys that were brought in here with you that had burns. And no, I'm not letting you see him just because he's your boyfriend. Felt the heat rise in my face. He isn't my boyfriend. I'm just worried about him. I Wouldn't you be worried about someone you just saw burning alive in front of you? I tried to keep my voice steady. My voice quivered enough to make me sound like I was lying. Whatever. Your parents are here, by the way. Want to see them? Yes, of course. Anything to get me away from that nurse. Parents came in and the nurse finally left. Then they asked what happened. I told them everything. The fight, the note, all of it. I knew that Randy was no good, my mom said. So have you heard anything about Jeff's condition? I asked. No, not a thing, said my dad. We just got here as soon as we heard about what happened to you. But who told you? I asked. I don't think I saw anyone at the party that my family knew. The hospital called us. Well, I guess that makes sense. It made absolutely no sense to me, of course. How would someone be able to identify me without having any form of identification? Well, me when I'm Jeff in the killing something something. Where was that? I looked in the doorway and saw a man and woman standing in there. My parents followed my gaze and saw them too. Excuse me, but is this Jane Arkansas's room? The woman asked. Yes, my mother answered. Who are you? I'm Margaret and this is Peter, my husband. She gestured to the man beside her. We're Jeff's parents. Whoa, they actually gave the parents names in this one? I sat up in my bed. I'm Isabel. This is my husband Greg and our daughter Jane. My mom gestured towards me. So you're the girl who ran in with the fire extinguisher, Margaret said. Yes, I replied quietly, embarrassed. Is your son alright? He came out of surgery a few hours ago. The doctor said he will be fine. I relaxed at the thought. That's good, I said. Listen, I know what happened to Jeff and Leo on their first day of school. And then I told Jeff's parents what really happened to Randy and his crew. Didn't they die later on? Yeah, in like the Jeff the Killer creepypasta, he gets out of surgery, he starts going insane, and then he eventually kills his family, including his brother, which was like catalyst of him like kind of going insane. Kinda. I had no idea that Jeff was capable of something like this. I'm willing to testify that Leo didn't beat up anyone, that Jeff only beat up Randy and his gang in self-defense. No need, said Margaret. Leo is being released from jail after what happened to those boys. That's good, I said. He came to say thank you for trying to help our son, Jane. It warms my heart to see selfless people in our generation. In your generation. Our generation. I blushed. I did anything anyone have done in my situation. I looked down. I'm not a hero. Nonsense, Margaret said. Least we can do is invite you over to our place for dinner when Jeff gets out of the hospital. I looked at Mom and Dad. It would be an honor, my mom said. It's settled then. We'll call you as soon as Jeff gets out of the hospital. We said our goodbyes and then left. And then they left. About 2 days passed and I was allowed to be released from the hospital. During that time, I had no contact with Jeff or his family, but I heard that Leah was released from jail and Jeff's wounds were healing. When I got back to school, I became the center of attention, more or less because I was the only one who saw what happened at the party. But the only people who I told about what happened were my friends Danny, Marcy, and Erica. I didn't know what to tell them, so I told them what I saw. Sounds like Jeff got his ass handed to him, said Danny. She had raven black hair with sapphire blue eyes. She was usually the most level-headed of us. Well, at least he went down fighting. I heard he took those idiots to the hospital with him, Erica snickered. She always dressed like she was from the 80s or something. Long, thigh-high rainbow-colored socks with hair to match. Oh my god, so it's a goth, the scene kid? I was wearing some kind of backpack with her, but I mean, she's at school, right? Question mark. She also took Jane to the hospital. Maybe she was trying to beat him up too. Marcy laughed. She seemed to be the girly girl of our little group. She was blonde with brown eyes, and nearly every time we saw her, she had some sort of pink on her. Or it was the color of her shirt or jewelry around her neck, and she was one of the biggest drama queens I knew. Always stretching out the truth or blowing something out of proportion. I told you, I went over there to help Jeff because something was wrong, I muttered. I was the plain Jane. Brown hair, green eyes, completely unremarkable looks-wise. And maybe you wanted to see your love one last time before he left to go get help for himself, Marcy said in her dramatic voice. I looked at her with my eyes the size of dinner plates. No, I don't like Jeff or anything. She did not say that. Well, what? You can't deny it, Jane, Arkansas. You have a crush on Jeff. Why is this so bad? Every blood cell in my body decided to migrate to my face at once when she said that. What? No, I just wanted to help him, that's all. I saw you leave that note on his desk. What was it? A confession of your love for him? No, it wasn't. It was nothing like that at all. I was just... So you admit you left him a note then? What do you mean? I was just guessing. She gave me a cynical little smile and then waited for my response. The other girls just started laughing at me. Jane, it's only a joke. I was kidding. Marcy smiled. Face is redder than a tomato, Erica cackled. I hate all of you, I grumbled. Oh, stop being so serious. Danny put a hand on my shoulder. Come on, let's go to class. The weeks went by, everything seemed to be normal. I think Leo even made a few friends. Everything was normal and nothing happened. Then Leo came up to me one day and told me about Jeff. Excuse me, your name's Jane, right? I turned around and looked. It was Leo. Yes, you're Leo, right? Jeff's brother? Yeah, he looked a little uncomfortable. Then again, so was I. Look, my parents wanted me to tell you that Jeff is getting his bandages removed in a few days, so expect a phone call inviting you to dinner soon. Okay, well, thank you, I said. He was about to turn away when I said, hey, listen, what you did for Jeff, that was really respectable. Thanks. I heard you tried to help my brother with a fire extinguisher. That was cool. Yeah, well, thanks. See you around, I guess. Yeah, see ya. I was watching him walk away when I heard the little voice beside me say, cheating on your boyfriend, are you? The fuck? I turned around surprised. It was Marcy. And with his own brother nonetheless, she faked gasped. Shut up, I yelled. Turned my head to make sure Liu didn't hear me. He didn't. Let's just get to class, I grumbled. 2 days passed until the phone rang. My mom answered it. A few minutes later, she got up and told me this. Jeff is getting out of the hospital today, Jane. I looked up at her and said, That's great. Next I'll be having dinner. Having that free dinner in a few days, she chuckled. A few hours passed and I hear a car pull into the driveway across the street. I looked out the window and saw Jeff's car in front of his house. Jeff's home, I thought. I decided to watch out of curiosity to see what he would look like. Dear God, how wrong I was. His dad got out, then his mom, then Liu, but what I expected Jeff to look like I couldn't be farther from what I saw. He had long black hair down to his shoulders, white leathery skin, and that smile. The smile was the same smile I saw when I was in class after beat up Randy, Keith, and Troy. But Jeff looked right at me into my eyes. I could feel those soulless, sadistic eyes burning into my soul. I still shake from the memory, even now as I type this. He seemed to be looking at me for hours with that smile until he looked away. I saw him walking into the house with his parents. They didn't even breathe until the door finally closed behind them. Parents came into the living room and asked me what was wrong. My only reply was a long, loud scream, and then I fainted. Okay, so yes, Jane the killer. Sometimes I wonder if being cringe is a requirement of creepypasta or is it just a side effect? Yes. When I finally woke up, it was dark outside. My parents were in their bedroom. The house was deadly quiet. I got up and went downstairs. I was wearing a long nightgown that I wasn't wearing before I fainted. I went downstairs to the kitchen. The lights were on, which was unusual. My parents always told me to turn off the lights in a room when I left it. There was a note on the table. I picked it up. Scrawled on the paper was, Aren't you coming to dinner? Your friends are here too. I began to shake violently. I dropped the paper. I went to the living room window and looked out. The lights are on in Jeff's house. I knew I had to go there, but I was terrified out of my mind. I shook my head and looked back again. I saw Jeff leaning on the window in his house, staring at me with a knife in his hands and tapping it against the window. Tap, tap, tap. He was still smiling. Tap, tap, tap. I started stepping back from the window, never taking my eyes off him. Then I turned and ran away from the window into the kitchen. When I peeked out of the kitchen to look out the window, all I saw was a smear of red on the window. I turned around and looked at the kitchen. Everything seemed to be in its place, even the knives. I grabbed one of them and held on tight. Then I found the phone and tried to dial 911. The phone line was disconnected. Creepypastas like these make me want to write better. Like, dude, I can write my own creepypasta. I had no idea where Dad's cell phone was or if it was even fixed. Didn't want to go upstairs to find it. Didn't want to get stabbed in the back while I was looking for it. And if I went to ask one of the neighbors for help, Jeff could kill or hurt whoever he have captive. So there was only one choice, to go fight Jeff alone. Bro, you like fainted? You screamed and fainted just by looking at him. What are you expecting? I clutched the knife tighter and went to the front door, put on my shoes and went outside. My hand lingered on the doorknob as I stepped outside, but I knew what I had to do. I let go of the doorknob and marched across the street to Jeff's house. Hey, Ray. As I got closer to the front door of his house, I began to slow down. My knees began to shake, my palms began to sweat, and I started to breathe faster and shallower. Before I knew it, I was standing completely still on the fort doorstep, panting like a dog. What? What? I manned up, grabbed the doorknob, squeezed my eyes shut, and jerked it open. Why would you close your eyes if you're opening up? I stood there in the doorway with a knife in my right hand and the doorknob in my left, too terrified to open my eyes until I heard the voice say, Looks like you made it. I'm glad you did, friend. Open my eyes and scream. I don't know what I expected. His eyes were large and unblinking, and his smile was he had carved a smile in his face. His clothes were covered in blood, and then his eyes were large and unblinking. His smile was red. He had carved a smile into his face. His clothes were covered in blood, and then I passed out. When I woke up, I was at a dining room table. My life was gone, and when I looked up, I saw people sitting at the table. It was my parents, Jeff's parents, his brother Liu, and my friends. They're all dead with smiles carved into their faces and huge red cavities in their chests. The smell was unbearable. It was indescribable. Unlike anything I've ever smelled before. It was the smell of death. I tried to scream, but I had a gag in my mouth. I was tied to a chair. I looked around at the room in disbelief. Tears were welling up in my eyes from the sight and smell of the bodies. Look who's finally awake. I turned and looked beside me. Jeff was there. Tried screaming, but the gag was in the way. Suddenly he was beside with the knife against my throat. Shush, 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 shush. It's not polite to scream at friends. He began sliding the blade across my face, constantly tracing invisible lines in the corners of my mouth up to my cheeks in a large grinning smile. I shivered as he did this. When I turned away from him, he grabbed the back of my head and forced me to look at the scene at the table. Why is this getting kind of weird now? Why is this getting weird now? I'm clenching my fists out of cringe. When I turned away from him, he grabbed the back of my head and forced me to look at the scene at the table. Now, don't be rude. You're insulting everyone by not looking at their pretty faces. I look back at the table, looking at everyone with their faces carved into smiles, with some with their chests still bleeding fresh blood. Hot tears began running down my face, and I began to sob. Aw, what's wrong, Jefford? Are you upset that you don't look beautiful like them? I looked at him, trying to understand what he said, but I looked away when I saw his face again and looked back to the table. Then weren't you just like freaking out by looking at the dead bodies? Don't worry, I'll make you look beautiful too. What do you say? He then slid the knife under the gag and cut it off. Spat out the gag and looked at him straight in his eyes, trying to hold his gaze. He tilted his head to the side as he looked back at me. Then I shut my eyes and looked away from him. And then I muttered darkly, "Go fuck yourself." And then I turned to him again. "You Joker reject." This is so bad! My model froze. He just laughed in my face. I preferred it when he just smiled. "You're even funnier than I thought." He came closer to me. I looked away, feeling his breath against my skin. Friends do friends favors, right? Well, I'm going to do a favor for you. I felt him let go of the back of my head. When I looked back, that he was out of the room. Looked back at the table once more, taking it all in. Fresh tears started to come down my face again as I remembered my family and friends were alive only a few hours ago. I was still crying when Jeff came back. "Don't cry," he said. "It'll be all over soon." Looked down at him. He was holding a jug of bleach and a can of gas. My eyes widened and looked back at him. Didn't have any alcohol, so this will have to do. Then began to douse me with bleach and gasoline. "You had better hurry, Jane. I've already called the firemen." Let me see, where was I? Then he lit up a single match. Lit it. Match lit. Then threw it at me. The flames erupted as soon as the match came into contact with me. I screamed as loud as possible. The pain was unbearable. Feel the flesh melting off my body, the heat invading every pore in my body, blood evaporating in its veins, and bones becoming charred and brittle. Before I blacked out, I heard Jeff laughing. "See you later, my friend. I hope you become as beautiful as I am. Ah ha 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 ha." That was actually a really good track change. and everything went black. When I woke up, I was sitting in the. I cannot. Actually, how much more of this do I got? Why is it still going? Jesus Christ. When I woke up, I was sitting in a hospital bed, bandaged from head to toe. Everything was spinning, and it hurt to blink and breathe. I looked around and saw an empty room. I groaned loudly because I am dying from this creepy house. Because my mouth was bandaged. Everything hurt. A nurse came in a few minutes later. Jane, can you hear me? I looked towards her. The room started spinning even more. Jane, I'm your nurse, Jackie. I don't know how to say this, but you family died in the fire. I'm sorry. I cannot do this with a straight face anymore, guys. I'm sorry. Tears started falling down my face again. I sobbed. No, honey, don't cry. You won't be able to breathe if you do. Couldn't. Oh, guys, I can't do it. I couldn't stop. Jane, I'm going to give you something to help you calm down, alright? I felt something run into my bloodstream, then I fell asleep again. The world's eepiest creepypasta MC. When I woke up again, I could move around. I could move more, and my body wasn't as bandaged as it was when I first woke up. I looked around and saw that my room had flowers in it. Some were fresh, some were dying. I tried to get up, but a nurse came in and put me back down. Easy, Jane. You've been asleep for a while. Try to take it easy. Try to speak. My voice came out rough and sandpapery. How long was I asleep? Almost 2 weeks. You were put into a medically induced coma in order for your body to heal. I'm the same nurse you saw the first time you woke up. Give me a mirror, I said. Jane, I don't think that's what. Get me a mirror. I felt the handle of a mirror get slipped into my hand. When I looked into the mirror, it. I dropped in onto the floor. The shattering of the mirror didn't compare to the shattering of my realization. Okay, that line was kind of fire though. The shattering of the mirror didn't compare to the shattering of my realization. My skin was leathery and brown. I didn't have a single hair on my head, and the skin around my eyes were saggy. I looked almost as bad as Jeff. Almost? You like have no hair, bro. Everything came flooding back for me. I began to cry harder than I ever had before. Bro, you've been crying this entire story. The nurse was hugging me, but it didn't help much. At the height of my sobbing, I was surprised that nobody else came to check up on me. By the time I was done, I could barely speak. Bro is bald! Ah! Someone came into the doorway. Excuse me, I have a delivery for a Miss Arkansas. What? Again, what kind of last name is fucking Arkansas? I'll take those. Jackie stood up and went to the doorway. I didn't want the delivery guy to look at me, so I stared at the wall in front of me. Someone certainly cares about you, Jane. It looks like the same person who sent you all these flowers got you a package too. I looked around at her. She was holding a pink paper package tied with a brown string. Checking the music real quick. I reached out and took it from her. The second I took the package from her, I knew something was wrong. Excuse me, but could I have something to eat? I asked as sweetly as possible. Of course, I'll get you some food right away. Jackie smiled back, then left the room. My hand shook as I grabbed the string and pulled it. The paper lily bounced up and I saw something that turned my blood to ice. It was a white mask with black round eyes. A white mask with black around the eyes and black feminine smile. I also had black lace covering the eye holes of the mask. So even though someone couldn't see my eyes, I could see them. There was also a long black dress with a turtleneck, black gloves, a black wig with beautiful curls, along with these things. There's a bouquet of black roses and a sharp kitchen knife. Attached to the mask, there was a note. Jane, I'm sorry I messed up trying to make you beautiful. So I gave you a mask that will let you seem beautiful until you get better. Also, you forgot your knife. I thought you would want it back. Jeff. When the time Nurse Jackie came back, the present was hidden under my bed. I told her all that there was. I told her that all there was flowers. Where was I? She seemed to be disgusted by them, so she threw them out. I thanked her for that. Wait, what? Why? That night, when everyone was either asleep or gone home, I sneaked out. The only thing I had to wear was that dress, so I put it on and found the pair of shoes outside in the hallway, forgotten by some careless Norse. I wore the wig to look less inconspicuous. I didn't know where I was going, and I didn't care. When I finally stopped walking, I was in front of a cemetery. I went inside and found two tombstones, Isabel, Arkansas, and Gregory, Arkansas. I sat down in front of their tombstones and cried once more. When I finally sat up, the sun was beginning to rise, and so it was a new chapter in my life. I took the mask and put it on. I put on the mask. Oh, God. Then picked up the knife and held it as tightly as I did before. Then I turned around and looked at the rising sun. On that day, I swore my revenge against Jeff the Killer and donned my new name, Jane Everlasting. For I want the only thing to be everlasting for Jeff than his madness to be his death. Booby. Ever since that day, I have been trying to find Jeff and kill him. Hunting him like the animal he is. I'll find you, Jeff, and I will kill you. So the photo that has been popping up with me saying, "Don't go to sleep, you won't wake up," that pretty much explains what I want to do with Jeff's victims, prevent them from becoming victims in the first place. Horace said that I killed them so they don't get killed by Jeff is a gross overstatement. Wait, what? Okay, so she's trying to save them. She's not killing them? So this is my story. Whether you accept it as fact is not up for me to decide. Now, if you excuse me, the sun is going down and the hunt is beginning once more. Bro, this bitch couldn't do shit throughout this entire story. She was either like crying, fucking up, fainting, or being stupid. And she's like, yeah, I'm gonna hunt down Jeff the Killer. Jesus Christ. This MC sucks. Like, Jeff the Killer was like a bad, like, there was like a badly written creepypasta, but like this one is like, this was low-key written by someone like, haha, Jeff the Killer may be kind of hot. And I was like 10 years old or some shit, going through their emo edgy phase, listening to nothing but like early 2000s emo music and self-inserting themselves into the story. Bro, Jeff is like 12, 13 in this story, bro. So is this MC. What? He looks like fucking 30 here. God, that was awful. Like, all the other ones are bad, but that was awful. That managed to be even, like, it was slightly better written than Jeff the Killer. Like, we should submit badly written creepypasta for Chick to read. I would, you know what, if you all send me creepypasta you written yourselves, I'll read it. Apparently that's in high demand. People like, there's a lot of SCP people that kind of wanted me to like read their creepypastas. So that's in demand, I guess. I low-key drew Jeff the Killer once in the creepypasta. No, I need to see that. No, Somo, I need to see that. I feel like, yeah, again, this is like self-insert. I feel like even maybe when I was like an edgy ass insufferable teenager, like I get it. I understand. I want to see. No, I understand being an insufferable, edgy ass teenager. Not even teenager. Insufferable ass like preteen. Even worse. Can a fantasy setting be capable of being creepypasta worthy except for the goth you're one? The goth you're one. I feel like most creepypastas, like, they take place in the realm of somewhat reality. Kind of. Then it devolves. So I don't know. I'm trying to think of like creepypastas that like are like that. What if the creator regrets it? Or lives off the cringe? I feel like that describes two types of people. There's definitely people who look back and like, yeah, that's awful. I don't want to think about it. And there's other people like, yeah, I still have not changed. But yeah, folks, that was Jane the Killer. Ah, Jesus Christ, that was. I feel like there could. I mean, there probably is definitely going to be worse that we get to. But that was really bad. Oh, that was really bad. Like, I know a lot of creepypastas are cringe or badly written or both. That was really bad. There was some moments that felt like so kind of awkward too. It's like you were really just self-inserting and being tsundere about Jeff the Killer for some reason. You're like 10 years old listening to My Chemical Romance while you're writing this, aren't you? Like, I get it, but also, fuck. Stop. Cease. I would make it my life's work to delete this from the entire internet somehow. Get off the internet. Cut some grass. Alright, well. I'm glad I enjoy Splenderman most of the time. Slenderman? You're a Slenderman enjoyer, Somo? The goofy goopster. Creepypasta about trying to touch grass for once gone wrong. There actually is one. I don't remember the name of it, but it was actually really good and kind of sad. It's like pretty much a person going back to their childhood, and it turns out all the kids are actually dead and they're the only one that lived. It was actually really sad. I think I actually cried about it. It was really good too. I need to find it. I think Mr. Creepypasta did a reading of it. Slendy Man, yeah. Metsu is the #1 Slendy Man enjoyer. Like, Metsu's, like, backstory, like, if there was, like, a... What do you call it? What do they call it in, like, Spider-Verse? A canon event, there we go. Metsu's canon event is Slenderman. My canon event is Ben drowned. But wait, fellas, there's more! We have the fan game to play through, but this might be actually a little bit better. If anyone saw last week, we played the Jeff the Killer fan game, and it had a follow-up, and it stars Jane the Killer. That's why we actually read the creepypasta today. So we're gonna play that. The fan game was actually pretty good, so I kind of want to see this. Tiki Toby. I don't think I remember that one. All right, let me switch over real quick. Oh god, it was so enhanced. I've been watching to see if there's a Book of Arnie sequel. I might play that again. Like that. Look, the Book of Arnie is, I think, kind of a canon event for this channel. That game, I kind of want to replay through it because I forgot things. But I'm constantly on the lookout to see if there's actually an update for it because that game is a fever dream, and if you were there, you know, you know. If you weren't there, then look forward to watching me play that again in the future. That was an experience. Alright, hold up. I might have to use... Well, that is not it. Oh, is it working? Holy shit! It's a pillar of the Chickzama community next to the Hibiki dating sim with Kagura. That was a good one. I still don't think Kagura will go for Hibiki. He's a stick. Let me dream. They're cute. Can y'all hear the game? Oh. Oh yeah, it looks like it's working now. So this is the sequel to the Revenge Jeff the Killer. So we made it out. Jeff the Killer told us don't follow him. I wonder what made Jeff spare me again. Yeah, I think we're playing as Liu if I remember. But in any case, I still feel like I'm in danger. Because there's still something I cannot get out of my head. Who exactly is that person that forced me to find him? Who is she? Getting late. I'll just turn off the lights and go to sleep. No, it's Tarzan VHS? What is this? This is actual dystopian. No, the first one was also in 3D. It was actually really good. Don't look after me. He saved the... Oh, that's a nice touch. He saved the letter. Don't look after me, Jeff. I'm sleeping on a freaking futon. Go to eat. Oh, my bad. I'm new to the Jane the Killer community. Actually, it was Jeff the Killer. Oh, shit. White woman spot.
Oh, look who woke up.
Who's voice acting?
I told you to look into that abandoned building. Have you found him? You don't have to answer, because I know you have. Don't
Booba
worry,
Cam.
I won't kill you. It seems like your brother still cares about you. So, I came up with a plan. I will hold you hostage until Jeff arrives and save him, and then I can finally kill him.
This VA is actually kind of good. Hold up.
Just be quiet. He will be here soon.
This takes place like way after the original Creepypasta, by the way. Liu's actually an adult, so everyone's much older. Ma'am? Yeah, actually, like, they're actually really well done. I'm still really shocked. Oh, I found a lockpick. Convenient. It's too dark. Like, where'd I go? Okay. Out of order. I need a crone bar. And thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Why is this thing just busted? Uh, how is Fatima Grana? How's the stream? Oh god. Okay. Hold on. But yeah, welcome. It is I, your friendly neighborhood psychic and exorcist, Chickzama. We are doing our weekly creepypasta segment. We're playing through the not Jeff the Killer, Jane the Killer, the fan game now. Good, sad, good. It sounds like the Fata Morgana experience. So I'm trying to avoid Jane the Killer, by the way. I feel like we're playing freaking... You don't see me, right? Do you? She's blind! Let's go! Let's go! She's blind! She found me. Damn, I got strangled to death. I'm pretty sure half this chat would be okay with that. Of getting strangled to death by Jane the Killer. Oh, that was a nice little touch. What the heck? Ugh. Alright, fellas. I forgot to tell you guys. I'm bad at, sneaking. Uh-huh. I was hoping Steph on us too. Quit being down bad. Please go somewhere else. Why does it look like she's fucking following me, bro? Oh wait, she sees you as soon as you... Okay. I am not Solid Snake. What is that tearing me icon? But like if I bump into her, she kills me. Please don't look at me. But as soon as I step into the light, she sees me. Yeah, fuck off. La 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 away. Please let me know there's a check mark here. I'm not sure what I grabbed. I grabbed something. Please tell me she's gone. Nor. I grabbed some card, but the other keys. So I needed a key. I don't know how she can't see me when I'm right here, bro. Okay. What is that sound effect? No, I have to go back there again. Okay, that's not as cool. I swear to God, if you're still here, lady. Oh, she's still here. I'm standing in the doorway in the light, bro. Okay, Jeff was also blind, so I guess being set on fire and then bleached is like it makes you blind. I guess that makes sense, CBH. Ma'am, I'd like for you to go away. Okay, yeah, she follows the same path, so now I should be able to be okay. Or not. Bench. I think she's actually walking all the way this way. I feel like she's about to start singing the Harry Potter theme song, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. I will pay you $50 to fuck off. Okay, now I think she's gonna go all the way down. Or come this way and then go all the way down. Okay, we're good. Yeah, no way she did not hear me. I don't think ganker. Oh, then let me whack her. I'm about to like go CQC with this bitch. E. What? Bro? Whack. I'm pretty sure that's scripted. Alright, night, Karen. I like this effect that they have going on here. Oh, now I can run? Oh god. Oh shit, she run after me, bros! And the white woman's running after me.
But you can't hide.
Oh, why does she sound like an old woman now? Oh shit. She's after me still, guys. Fellas! Nor.
Did you really try to escape? How pathetic. Defending this monster. But it doesn't matter anymore. He's almost here. Isn't it exciting? Such a sweet reunion.
I'm pretty sure how they got the whole ass like voice acting for this entire part now.
But what if I made it an exception and killed you in front of him so he can suffer before his fateful death? Sorry, sweetheart. It'll hurt only for a second.
Jeff is about to come out here and see who see here. Oh shit! Bro! Where am I? Okay, that was kinda godlike. No, hold on. I don't know why I'm running now. Why am I running? No one's chasing me, right? Yeah, no one's chasing me. I fell. Why? I'm crawling on the ground now.
Well, I didn't have to kill you after all.
Oh, fuck. Oh, she got owned. Oh my god, he looks even worse now.
Help will be here any minute. Farewell,
Oh, fuck. Yeah, it's Liu. No, she got stabbed. Jeff came from behind her and stabbed her. Oh shit, there he is! It's him, Jeff the killer! Yeah. See, even with how cringe, like, the creepypastas were, these games are really good. This was a lot shorter than the first one, but it still had the same charm. I appreciated the voice acting though. That was actually really good. The game carried this cringe ass creepypasta. Yeah, actually, Jeff's still carrying. I feel like that actually makes sense though. In the original creepypasta, he kills Liu. But it makes more sense for him to not actually kill him. Or wait, does it show him like later on, or is assuming that he lives? It's then again, maybe it's the poorly written part. Well, regardless, these games really did carry the creepypasta. And then like him coming to actually kill Jane. The freaking he just comes out of nowhere, jumps there. That was actually kind of hype. Okay, these were really good. I need to go back later. I think the creator's name is Teo. I need to see if they did any other work. The games are on itch.io. If anyone wants to look him up or play for yourselves. Let me find it real quick. Dude, I actually really enjoyed those. They were very short and sweet. They had some like funny AI moments. But that was the first game, and it has a link to the second one. That was like I said, those were enjoyable. The holy shit was freaking the actual creepypasta awful. Oh wait, this is a guy. Oh, what the shit? This is the guy that made the Eyeless Jack game too? Wait, hold up. Metsu was playing this game not too long ago. I didn't know he actually made this one too. Hold up. And there's something called Splenderman. Splenderman is a creepypasta parody. A happy pasta? I've never heard of this. Happy pasta character which is portrayed as Slenderman's nicer brother. This is a very short horror game that was made in 24 hours for April Fools. There's Splenderman and Funky. What is this? I've never heard of this. Is there a creepypasta? Well, I guess happy pasta for Splenderman? He just a gooby goopster. Yo, this design's kind of cool. Hold up. Yeah, polka dot like. Yo, the Slenderman cinematic universe. Splenderman. There's like a family of Slenderman. Wait, he made a game about Splenderman. He made the Eyeless Jack game. Laughing Jack. I feel like I've heard this one before. All right, so we're gonna save those. Slender Home Sweet Home. It's like it looks like Slender the Rival, but I guess different question mark. Well, I actually had like queued up one of his games also for today. We're gonna play Eyeless Jack for him. And there's like one other Eyeless Jack game that I want to play too. Alright, well I'm following this dev. Cause that was good. And I've alright. We'll play well I guess we can read Splenderman if he has like a creepypasta next time. Alright. Back to enhanced mode. There's Offenderman. Oh wait, Offenderman. Wait a second. There's like a whole. Oh, I don't know why there's like so much here. They have this like background analysis as well on top of it. All right. Where is my monitor? There we go. Which one was it exact one? Apparently there is creepypasta.com. I did not know that was a thing. Alright. Hello, my name is Mitch. I'm here to tell you guys about an experience I had. I don't know if it was paranormal or whatever stupid words people use to describe supernatural phenomena. But after that thing visited me, I believe in the paranormal trash now. A week after I moved in with my brother Edwin, after my house was foreclosed, I finished unpacking. Edwin liked the idea of me moving in, since we had not seen each other for 10 years, so I was excited too. I soon fell asleep after I moved in. After that first week, I heard rustling noises coming from outside at about 1 in the morning. I thought it was a raccoon, so I ignored it and tried to fall asleep. The next morning, I told Edwin about it, and he agreed. The next night, however, I thought I heard my window opening in a loud thump, as if something entered my room. I darted up and looked around my room, but I saw nothing. The next morning, Edwin dropped his coffee cup when he saw me. He held up a nearby mirror and I saw myself. I had a large gash on my left cheek. After I was rushed to the hospital, my doctor told me that I must have been sleepwalking. But then he showed me something that made my blood turn cold. He lifted up my shirt to reveal a sewn-up incision where my kidneys were. I stared into his eyes, mine widening. You somehow lost your left kidney last night, my doctor told me. You don't know how, though. Sorry, Mitch. The next night was my breaking point. Around midnight, I woke up to see a truly horrifying sight. I was staring face to face with a creature with a black hoodie and dark blue mask with no nose or mouth staring down at me. The thing that scared me the most was that it had no eyes. It was empty black sockets. The creature also had some black substance dripping from its sockets. I grabbed a camera from the nearby mantle and took a picture. Immediately after taking the shot, the creature lunged at me and I tried to claw up on my chest to get to my lungs. I stopped it by kicking it in the face. As I ran out of the room, I grabbed my wallet. I would need the money. I ran out of my brother's house into the night, eventually ended up in the woods near Edwin's house, and tripped on a rock. Fell unconscious and woke up in the hospital. My doctor, the same one who treated me before, entered the room. I have some good news and bad news, Mitch, my doctor stated. The good news is that you had minor injuries and your parents are going to pick you up. I sighed with relief. The bad news is that your brother has been killed by something. Sorry. Yeah, sorry bro, your brother's dead. You also have no kidneys. Or no kidney. Parents took me back to Edwin's house to collect my remaining belongings, which I did. Upon entering my room, I was scared but remained calm. I grabbed my camera and then stopped dead in my tracks. In the hallway leading to my room, I saw Edwin's body and something small lying next to it. I retrieved it up and entered my parents' car, not mentioning Edwin's corpse. I looked at the thing I had picked up and nearly vomited. I was holding my stolen half-eaten kidney with some black substance on it. Yeah? That one's short, sweet, to the point at least. There's like 2 songs playing at the same time? Oh shit. Well, I forgot I left the other song on. Oops. Was that? Could you actually hear from that? Or was it too loud if I double the music? That was actually really short. Y'all, you can hear? Okay. But it's short, sweet, to the point. Not like Jane the Killer where it drags on and somehow she kind of feels sussy. There's some points that feel sussy and self-inserty. And much unneeded information. Eyeless Jack is like, yeah, I went to go visit, or I'm living with my brother now. I hadn't seen him forever. The weird shit started happening. I heard noises. Oh yeah, somehow I lost my kidney. Alright, next day, somehow my brother is dead. And I have I got jumped by some eyeless dude. I like how he doesn't say, like, he tells his brother's corpse is just there, doesn't say anything. And his kidney's there, and he just picked it up. Though, you know, the picture is really good, though. It's made by someone else. They didn't make the creepypasta. But I'm pretty sure everyone's seen this image before as well. It, Eyeless Jack is definitely one of the more popular creepypastas. Jack the Sigma. Yeah, like it was like, oh hey, you lost your kidney. Also, your brother's dead. I'm like, okay. Yeah, it doesn't linger. It just happens. There we go. There's some bad writing, and that's it. He just likes to eat kidneys and sometimes kill people. The photo actually scared me. It's really unnerving, honestly. It's really good. Like Jeff the Killer photo, it looks kind of creepy. You know, when you were 10 years old, it could have jump scared you. But the Eyeless Jack one still, I think, like, stands up on its own. Like, it's still very creepy and unsettling. Like the fact that it's taken first person perspective of like you're viewing something that's watching you sleep. Honestly, the photo is definitely better than the story, but the story is definitely could be a lot worse. I think it's a little bit better than Jeff the Killer. And it's definitely better than Jane the Killer. Jesus Christ. So there's two different flavors of games we'll play. We'll do a silly one, and well, kind of silly one. And then we're gonna do a regular one. Or the other one by the guy that made the Jeff the Killer ones. Alright, let me see. Where is my video game? Oh no. Alright. The music is like what? Yeah, this is a hard this is the Eyeless Jack game, guys. Listen to the music. I don't know which one of these is gonna okay, that'll pick it up. It sounds like a dating sim. Damn, you're right. Damn, they're good. We're playing Date Night with Eyeless Jack. Apparently, this is based on a test someone made. Let me read what it says. Hold up. Based on an interactive RP quiz on Quotive. There is actually a quiz. There's actually a quiz. Alright. Well. Date night with Eyeless Jack, y'all. There is an RP quiz. I can link it if you all want to have it for real. This game is based on it. Well, it's made May 13th, 2018. There was 3,261 takers. You can be 3,262 if you really want to. This is what it's based off of. They actually used the photos from this. Alright, let's see. What is your name? What is my name, chat? Should I name myself Chat? Or do I name myself Chat? Hold on. I think that'd be funnier. You're going on Chat, you're going on a date with Eyeless Jack, not me. Sound of people chattering and wine glasses clinking fills your ears. Watching everyone else spending time together makes you feel a bit awkward about sitting alone. However, you comfort yourself with the thought that soon enough your date would arrive. People around you seem to think that your date won't be good company. The nearby area is completely void of any other customers except you, a curse. Curse? You a curse? Does your own opinion match the customers, or perhaps you're more open about it? Surely he's not that bad. I'm actually a bit nervous. Is my hair well? There isn't anything weird on my face, right? Stick around for the food. I don't actually want to date this creep. Alright, just chill. Nothing to worry about. You better be grateful that I showed up. Wait, he's late? I'm actually a bit nervous. Is my hair well? There isn't anything weird on my face, right? I need to check everything before he's here. I really hope this goes well. Hey, it's Chat, right? Sorry for being late. I had some things to do. Some things like grabbing someone's kidney. You wake up from your thoughts and find a familiar face at the end of the table. He already sat down and everything. A somewhat nervous smile tugged at his lip. What do you mean, familiar face? Oh yes, that's me. You must be Jack then. So how's your day been? Hey there, where's your mask? Hi, mind if I ask what was keeping you busy? What actually did you have to do? Murder people again? Finally! Oh my god, you had to murder people? Don't ask me why I did that. Oh yes, that's me. You must be Jack then. So how's your day been? Yep, that's me. Not too bad. Could be worse, could be better. How about you? I'm alright, the usual. Well, I'm on a date with an eyeless man-eating monster, so not great. Well, I feel better since you're here. I've seen better days, but I'm not going to let that bring me down. I was doing better before you showed up. I've seen better days. Well, I feel better now since you're here, wink wonk. Jack laughed quietly, a smile stuck on his lips, and from what you could see, a slight tint of red appeared on his cheeks. Is that so? I suppose I'm not the only one that's been looking forward to this date then. Definitely worth it. Oh, this is unironic. Definitely weren't. At least I think so. Never mind. Cat, is Eyeless Jack a monster boy? Thinking emoji. This is critical important information. You definitely weren't the only one. You're strangely adorable when you're blushing. You look forward to meeting me. I didn't think you would have, but I'm glad. It didn't mean like that. Don't be so happy about it. You were definitely the one that was excited about this. I would leave there wasn't good food. Look forward to meeting me? I didn't think you would have, but I'm glad. Right? I think you should order your food. We didn't come here just to chat, right? Damn, you give Jack a puzzled look. Are you gonna eat anything? I was about to ask you, actually. Took something to eat with me since I don't really like the normal food they serve here. But since I know most people wouldn't like to watch me eat, I'm going to ask if it's alright with you. Oh, and I do have permission to eat here. Sure, go ahead, I don't mind. It's not that I don't want you to eat, but I kinda get sick when it comes to blood and all that, so if it's not too much trouble, could you not eat right now? That's disgusting, no. Sure, go ahead, I don't mind. So it doesn't bother you? Great. Jack reaches into his pocket of his hoodie, pulls out a red bleeding organ, takes a bite out of it, and then puts it into a plate. Puts it onto a plate. The smell is rather strong. You try not to stare too much at the organ in front of you while you eat your own food. What does human meat taste like? How did you get permission to eat that here? So what do you like to do? Can you at least use a knife and fork? Can you use a knife and fork? How do you get permission to eat that here? It's actually a pretty funny story. So this one guy that gets into trouble a lot, he likes to mess with his boss, which isn't too good for him since he's a proxy and all that. Anyway, he pretty much jumped into this place through the window at night. I don't know what the hell he thought he was doing, but he was getting into some serious trouble. The owner was here and he had a gun and a hatchet. Moth, why are you here? Why did you come at this time? Thank you for the raid, Moth. How was your stream? How was Type Lumina? I can explain what's on the screen, I swear. Welcome, Raiders. We're on Creepypasta Wednesday, and we're playing Date Night with Eyeless Jack. How was the stream, Muff? How y'all doing? That was the best time to come in. Yeah, that was good. The cops are already called. But yeah, welcome everyone. It's I, your friendly neighborhood psychic and exorcist, Chickzama. Every Wednesday, we have a creepypasta segment where I read the original creepypastas from like Jeff the Killer, and today we had Jane the Killer, which Jesus Christ, that is awful, do not read it, and Eyeless Jack. And we play the fan games associated with the creepypastas. We're doing the FGO dub, but had to get cancelled early, so I tried to improv to Lumina. Nice, nice, nice. I saw your like your no, it's not demo. Is it demo reel? What do you call it? I guess it is demo reel. I can't remember what you like VA people call it. Yeah. Holy shit, your vocal range, bro. An animation reel. Yeah, maybe like it's so insane what people can do with their voice. You're like super talented, bro. It's insane. But yes, every Wednesday we do curse creepypasta nights, and I wanted to make it extra cursed today. So we asked Eyeless Jack like how he just took out an organ from his like jacket and just eating it at this restaurant. The owner was here and he had a gun and a hatchet isn't going to bring down a shotgun, so I stepped in and bit the owner's shoulder. Then, well, I started having too much fun and the guy with the axe had to step in. The owner was almost dead, started mumbling the usual, "Please don't kill me, I'll do anything." You know what? Me and the axe guy decided that we'd let him live, we could come and eat here. And at that moment, it seemed kind of like a stupid idea. I mean, when the hell will we get to eat in a restaurant? But it seems like it came in handy after all. Oh, and I might have some parties here. Murder parties, of course! It's quite a story. Hey, you gotta invite me to one of those parties if you ever have one. To even get your permissions to do barbaric means. That was brave of you to step in. That friend you mentioned probably wouldn't have gotten out in one piece without your help. That's kinda cool. Hey, invite me to the murder party. Haha. Sure, though you'll have to make sure no one mistakes you for a free kill. Alright, take it easy, friends. Thank you for stopping by. You and Jack finish your meals. However, it seems that the most disastrous thing that could ever happen during a date is happening right now. An awkward silence. Jack seems to be looking elsewhere, keeping himself busy. We were fairly certain that he was aware of the situation. That means it's up to you to fix it. After some thinking, you come up with a genius conversation starter, which is... a pickup line. I've been practicing, and this is my chance to use the cheesiest and hopefully the most charming one. Funny joke, although the only things I'm able to come up with right now are puns, but who knows, maybe he likes puns. This is like the Metsu answer. Need to bounce to get dinner. Alright, take it easy, fam. Have a good rest and have a good dinner. Thank you for the raid. Talking is way too old school. Instead, I'll fold an origami from this paper I found and give it to him. Conversation about the most cruel thing you ever done to another living being, not petting a cute dog you saw. Conversation about other guys to him, find out more about his friends. Yeah, that's it. Totally not trying to find someone else to date. Yeah, I know this guy called Jeff the Killer. 100% he talks about him. I'm tempted. There's multiple endings to this, by the way. Dig around your mind to find the best pun you've ever heard and say, care about the man that sued an airline company after it lost his luggage? Sadly, he lost his case. There was a silence for a while, processing what you just said. However, he then burst out laughing. Bruh. Seeing how funny he thought your joke was, you came up with another one. Also, you really shouldn't trust atoms. They make up everything. Stop, my stomach hurts. Jack literally almost falling off his how hard he's laughing. Seeing this makes you laugh. Slowly but surely he's able to calm down. I swear he even wiped a tear off his face, which didn't know how I got there in the first place, seeing as he has no eyes! I really didn't think you find it that funny. You like puns that's strangely cute. Hey, I love puns too. Wasn't that funny? Like puns that's strangely cute. Are you saying there's people that don't like them, but they're hilarious? They're going pretty smoothly so far. If you want this date to be considered a smooth experience, you have to keep this up. What should the two of you talk about? Philosophy! Nothing better than pondering the meaning of life and all of existence during a date at a restaurant. Puns, just puns. Genocide, murder, and everything similar. Jack's an expert on the topic. I'm sure it'll be very interesting. Our lives as they are currently, because Jack's more than just a murderer and I don't care what everyone else says. Our shared hatred for each other, because screw smooth dates. You and Jack have a pleasant conversation about their lives as they currently are. Jack tells you his adventures and the different places he usually visits. There are many, as he travels a lot in search of a safe place to stay. Somehow he managed to bump into a familiar face even if he went further away. You of course share stories about your own life, relationships, and everything else meaningful. Listen to you attentively but didn't ask where you live or anything similar. It's a sign that he actually is interested in learning more about you. It's good to learn more about Jack's in his day-to-day life. Naturally is very different from mine. As we talked, I noticed he was very different from what I imagined him to be. It's actually nice to talk to him, but my urges to not show my interest in liking towards him is making me want to say the opposite. Make sure to make myself extremely cool, not to impress him, but to make him look like a loser. Naturally, it's very different from mine. But it's nice to think that we can get along despite our differences. Jack glances at a nearby clock on the wall. The look of realization takes over his face and he turns to you. How he's able to see the clock and everything else in the first place is a mystery that you'll have to solve some other time. I think you should pay for your food. We don't have much time left. Persuasion. I do adjust this and pay for what I ordered. Simple and straightforward, also fair because Jack didn't order anything. Now when the payment is out of the way, the two of you prepare to leave. This is when you start saying goodbye, but the question is, how will you say goodbye? Seems Jack's busy thinking about something, offering you the chance to plan your amazing departure. Stretch out my hand to shake his, I spread my arms to give him a hug. The day has gone so well, surely he won't reject me if I just lean in a little bit closer and glance at his lips. I mean, what's a date without a kiss? I bet this date has been amazing, but surely I can at least get a little tiny kiss. Lean forward and even close my eyes at the point I can just hope he doesn't reject me. I don't do anything, I just stay silent. I'm golden. You can hear your own heartbeat running marathons as you stare into the pitch black darkness. No, you had not gone blind from the anxiety of waiting your date to kiss. I'm waiting your date to kiss you. You just had closed your eyes. You're about to explode from the embarrassment of rejection when you felt a pair of lips against yours. The sheer surprise made you open your eyes, only to see a blessing Jack pulling away from you. Had a great time, chat. Okay, that's a good picture. No, hold up. No, this is it. This is the screen cap. Chat, I had a good time. Honestly, I'm kind of sad I have to go already, but maybe we'll meet again. I'd love to, Jack. What I said made him grin. Damn it, stop making me blush with your strange adorableness. Goodbye, chat. You stand up and walk to the door. Before you leave, you turn to look back. Jack is still sitting at his table, slowly sinking back into his thoughts. Bye, sucker. While seeing Jack, you're strangely adorable. You're a pretty cool guy, Jack. We should hang out more. Don't get the wrong idea. I totally don't like you or anything, dummy. Don't forget about me, Jack. I think you have a nice face. Wait, no, that's weird. I mean, I like your shirt. Adios, mi amigo, you say in extremely deep voice. What do I even say here, bro? We've been pretty forward this entire time, though. Alright, well, you know what? Okay, this is time to save. And don't get the wrong idea, I totally don't like you or anything, dummy. When he left, Jack found himself hoping that there would have been more time. It was strangely troubling to sit alone once more. Craved company, your company. The strange feeling made him smile, yet you also made him feel lonely. And even if he lacked the words to describe his feelings, he knew how to fix it. By being around you. Now he'll just have to figure out how to get in contact with you. Once he does, what will you say? Even to him, a merciless killer, that question invoked feelings of nervousness. Jack felt appreciated and understood in your company. Things you had said to him absolutely fascinated, and he couldn't help but stare at you. Luckily you didn't notice. Or maybe it didn't bother you. Something that's rather new to him is also this strange feeling of trust, like he could talk about anything to you. Of course, he's not exactly used to getting butterflies in his stomach whenever he thinks of a specific person either. And one thing's for sure, his friends and acquaintances thought he was strangely chipper when he returned. Why does he have friends? In fact, here's a few things they thought of you. Yeah, Eyeless Jack's good friend, Jeff. He's been smiling like an idiot all day, and he thinks he can do anything even if I threatened to ruin all of his research, he couldn't care less. That's when you know something's up. Helen Bloody Painter. He won't stop talking about someone named Chat. Honestly, he's a little annoying, but I'm not going to say anything. Well, it's really happened and I'm glad for him, and I guess I deserve it since apparently I fuss over my art too much. Him? Yo! Yo! Is that a Slenderman reference? Bro. Shoutouts to Marble Hornets. Never thought I'd see him like that. Seriously, the way he's actually making me feel like tomorrow he might be picking flowers and braiding this person's hair. He's apparently so in love with. Alright, now I take it easy. It does make me interested in meeting this chat, since what kind of person gets an eyeless man eating a monster to jump around in his tippy toes? Romantic evening for romantic feelings. What is it? Freaking Rose. This clip art Rose. Got my wingman, Jeff the Killer. Maybe one day I'll make like a VN for funsies. That was beautiful. I'm crying gold and blood. Amazing. 10 out of 10 game. What? Okay, hear me out, chat. What if cinematic universe with creepypasta? Someone's have to have done that, right? I'd be disappointed if they didn't, actually. Oh, whoops. I don't know why it's showing that. Oh, shit. Okay, it works. It works! Yeah! Okay. So, from the dev that made Jeff the Killer reunion and Jane the Killer reunion, we have Eyeless Jack. This will be our last game for the night, and let's go.
Hello, my name is Mitch. I'm here to tell you about an experience I had a few months ago. I have no idea if it was paranormal or whatever stupid words people use to describe supernatural phenomena, but after this experience, I started to believe in it.
A little bit quiet, can y'all hear? Oh god!
Well, those are my last things. I'm glad you didn't leave me in this, Edwin.
Your family, Mitch. Of course I'd be here for you, man. Let's just move those boxes inside already. It's getting cold.
Why he look like that? Why he look like that? Won't take more than one at a time. This guy. I guess not here. Bro, this house is tiny. Oh. We're boxing. What?
Here. Thanks.
Thanks, Edwin. Very cool.
You started smoking, huh?
You want one?
No thanks, I don't smoke.
Why don't you get some rest? You had quite a long ride to get here.
That's not a bad idea. I'm pretty tired.
I'm pretty eepy.
Alright, good night then.
Night.
Big eeping time. Where is the bathroom though? Eep. What's that on the wall? It's the rustling of the leaves. Is that Friday Night Funkin'? Wait, hold on. Oh no, the window's open.
Good morning.
Hey man, did you sleep well?
Yeah, not bad at all. I only heard some strange rustling outside, but I guess it was just a raccoon or something.
Yeah, I agree. That's most likely it. Would you mind raking the leaves outside the house? I will make breakfast in the meantime.
Sure thing.
The rake is somewhere around the entrance.
Yeah, sure. It's raking time. Oh wait. Oh my god, I can't believe he's hinting at the next creepypasta game he's gonna do. It's the rake! Oh shit, he cooking. I guess they did that because I went past my window. Smile dog. I don't even remember what that creepypasta was. Outside of just the creepy ass dog with the face app type smile beat. That's all freaking smile dog is now. You show this to like a zoomer and they're gonna be like, oh my god, it's face apped.
Just in time. I cooked some eggs.
Yo, we got a loaf. Oh, I'm up. Eep. Yeah, that's so weird. Why does my window keep opening?
What's going on?
What the hell happened to you? Take a look in the mirror.
What are you talking about?
Womp womp. Oh shit, at him.
It seems like you've been sleepwalking, Mitch. I have no other explanation for that.
That's strange.
Jeff's the dog.
Indeed, but there is something more disturbing than that gash. You somehow lost your kidney last night.
Just oops.
What?
Unfortunately, we don't know how that happened. I'm sorry, Mitch.
Yeah, you just lost your kidney. Whoops.
Before you go, could you please sign this paper?
Damn, you didn't do shit, bro. You didn't even tell me why my kidney's missing. It says a lot about the medical industry.
sleepwalking.
That's bullshit. How could this be the case?
I don't know. It's all fucked up.
Anyway, take this key. It belongs to your room.
Sure.
And Mitch, if there's anything bothering you, you can always tell me about it.
I guess to
know.
lock the door.
Thanks, Edwin.
I can eep through the wall. I'm just chilling. Oh shit, it's him. It's him, the Eyeless Jack. Yeah. Get smoked, idiot. Where am I going? He got splashed and then we just like freaking. Oh shit. Ah, jump scare.
Good morning, Mitch. I have
Light
some good
flashbang.
and bad news. The good news is that you only had minor injuries and your parents are going to pick you up. However, the bad news is that your brother, Edwin, was found dead.
Oh yeah, well,
I'm terribly sorry for your loss.
this dude sucks. Take my camera and head back. Damn. What the fuck? I casually grab my kidney and leave.
Are you okay, son? Yeah, I'm okay, Dad.
I'm just holding on to this kidney? My own kidney, just staring at it? I didn't even tell him about my dad. Yeah, I know Jack kind of was like, why? Like, why? Why did I just grab my own freaking kidney and didn't even tell him about my dead brother? But why? Yeah, that was Eyeless Jack by Tail. Again, there's not a whole lot to Eyeless Jack. It's pretty simple. So I can't really get mad at it being not as well written as a creepypasta overall. Simple to the point, eats your organs. Yeah. Confused, that's all. Yeah, and the creepypasta, he just shows up after a couple of days, eats your kidney, leaves, comes back, uh, kills your brother. Yeah. Unfortunate. Yeah. That was it for today, actually. We went over Jane the Killer and Eyeless Jack. Next week, I don't know who we should do next week. I guess someone at me. Or feel free to at me with ideas. Damn, that's crazy. We haven't done Slenderman yet. I actually need to keep track of who we've done now, too. So I need to make a list. We could do Slendy Man. I actually played the new Slenderman game on stream not too long ago. So maybe we could play the original game. Slenderman. We could do Slenderman and Slenderman. We'll see. But for now, we'll be signing off. We'll see who we can raid for tonight. Let me. I wonder how long it would take to finish all of Marble Hornets too. That'd be kind of cool. Who's alive? Alright. Well, figure that out real quick, and we'll yell Snake Gang raid at them. Alright, y'all take it easy, and I'll see you next time. It'll be tomorrow, I believe, at 8. We're playing a short visual novel tomorrow. Oh, good night, though.